name is Adam Winrich, and this video is about how I make a FireWhip cracker. This is a FireWhip I just finished, and it's got an aluminum handle, Kevlar wicking overlay, and a pure Kevlar fall made out of a spear fishing line, and it still needs a cracker. So, first thing, what do you make it out of? Well, this is what I usually use. This is a Kevlar kite string. Yeah, I think it's 150-pound tensile strength, and I just buy it off of Amazon. I think the company Emma Kites is the one that sells it. It is twisted. They make braided Kevlar kite string, but this is the twisted stuff. I think it's about as thick as they can make it. So I'm gonna cut some lengths off of this to build up my cracker. Let's see, that's about 2 foot long, and you can sort of vary how many thicknesses of this stuff, or how many lengths of this stuff you add to the cracker. I think it's for the purposes of this video. Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna go with 4. If you get thinner string, you can go thicker. Now I just gotta cut this off, and I'll have 4 lengths of Kevlar kite string. And now I want to twist it up, and that's why I'm standing next to this post right here. Got a little nail right there, and then you can see what I do with my Sharpie. So you can do this part with a drill. I sort of do this by hand. I'll take the Sharpie and sort of fold the end over like that, and then I'll pinch that in between my fingers, and I just use my finger to spin this around and twist it up. Now while I'm doing this part, I was going to mention generally FireWhips are not great whips. They're not the best cracking whips because they need to be made a certain thickness to hold the fuel and to make a fireball. So when I first started getting FireWhips, they would come with really short crackers, and they didn't crack very well. So then I started making my FireWhip crackers a lot longer to kind of improve the taper and crackability of the whips. So that's something you can consider when choosing how long to make your FireWhip cracker. It really depends on the whip. So now I think I've got that pretty well twisted tight, so I'm gonna grab the twisty part, get my Sharpie out of there. This is where it gets slightly tricky. I'll grab the untwisted section a couple inches away from the end. I'm gonna grab the middle, like so, double it over, and I'll line up the 2 ends, leaving one end slightly longer so I can use that to tie my knot. And then you can see I'm still holding the middle of it, and then I'm just gonna start it twisting in the direction that it wants to go. Then it'll naturally twist up. Now I'm gonna get this up off of my screw that I had in there, and you can see now I got this twisted part here. So now I need to tie a knot, and I'm gonna move the camera to show you that part. So you can see I've looped the twisted end of the cracker over my screw, and now I'm gonna grab sort of the longer end, making sure to hold my cracker in between my thumb and forefinger so it doesn't come untwisted. And then, let's see, yeah, okay, I'll put the shorter end in my right hand, and usually I make my tassel the same length from where my thumb and forefinger naturally rest to for this part of my palm. And now I'll leave the long end sticking out, so I'm going to hitch this around. So all the twists go this way to the left. So I'll take this piece, it's going to go around the back. You see I formed this little loop there, and then it's going to come around the back, and then around and through that little loop right there. And then, still holding it firm, I'm just going to pull that tight. And there, I've successfully hitched it off. And to finish this cracker, all I got to do is take out my knife, wherever I put it. Bought this knife off of the eBay, and then cut all of the sort of solid folded over ends that I didn't cut before. And there, that's the finished cracker. Now I'll show you how to put it on. Alright, to put the cracker on, what I'm going to do is first I'll sort of open up the sort of a hole in the end of my FireWhip Not all fire whips are built like this, but a lot of them have a way where you can like poke a hole sort of through the end of it. Then I'll slide the twisted end of the cracker through there, like that. And now I'll take my knotted off end of the cracker and put it through the twisty end. Open that up there. It's hard for me to move my hands so you can see this. Open up that end there. And then I will shove this in there like that. Pull that through. So now we're to there. And then I'll just pull this in tight, sliding the twisty part of the cracker up over the body of the whip. Pull it in tight. And there. Completed fire whip cracker. Well, that's how I make fire whip crackers. Ooh, stream close up. My name is Adam Winrich. Good luck, and thanks for watching.